Okay, sorry it cut off. But yeah, this is part 2, the case for Mellie. So yeah, like we've seen we have yet to see the full story of Fitz and Mellie. We've already seen how Olivia and Fitz have unfolded, but they haven't shined the light into the history of Mellie and Fitz enough for us to respect the fact that they have gone through what they have gone through together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still married. Let's not forget that. And I'm a very liberal person, so, you know, I definitely love the story of Olivia and Fitz. I'm not saying that that's not the highlight of the story. I'm just trying to, like, make a case for her, because I know a lot of people are gonna hate her after next week, most likely. I know a lot of people already was giving her the side eye during the previews for next week, but I'm just trying to let you guys know, like, you know, that's still her husband. That's still the father of her children. And no matter how much he may seem to not love her, or their relationship may have been contrived or whatever, hey, it is still a marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she still does love him somewhere. You know, I'm sure. Or else she wouldn't have been feeling so angry. You know, she wouldn't have walked away. You know what I mean? But that's why, again, I respect Mellie, because she holds it down. You know what I'm saying? As I was saying before, Fitz is a free spirit. He comes from new money. It seems like at times he's almost childlike. Like, he was willing to divorce Mellie and just let everything for his relationship with Olivia, just let the whole presidency just go awry. You know what I'm saying? And in romantic terms, that's real sweet. Like, okay, you want to leave Mellie and not give a fuck about the presidency, but it's like, nigga, you're the president. Like, you can't just do shit like that. And that's the difference between Mellie and Fitz. That's why she's the first lady. That's why she understands. You know what I'm saying? She understands what's at stake because of her upbringing. And it's not just like the presidency is at stake. She understands that her name, her family name, her family history, that people will never forget that. You know what I'm saying? And when you come from old money, that's what it's all about. It's all about keeping up with the Joneses. It's all about keeping your legacy tarnish free. So she gets that. Fitz doesn't get that because, again, he comes from new money. He doesn't really understand that yet. And he doesn't understand that I don't think he understands he's in the big leagues now. You know what I mean? Like, he understands that he's president, but it's a different game you're playing now. You know, you can't just you can, you know what I'm saying? People are free to do what they want to do, but I'm just giving you Mellie's perspective. You know what I mean? Like, this is a legacy now. You can't just end the presidency in divorce. You can't do that, you know, and I feel like she's been patient for a woman, for a wife, for the first lady. She has been very patient with Fitz and Olivia and their relationship, and like I said, allowing it to go on and saying, you know what, nobody likes to be cheated on, whether you're in love with your husband or not. No one likes to share anyone. You know, especially when you're in a situation where all eyes are on you, and it's very risky to go through that embarrassment if it is found out. But she's like, you know what? Go ahead. You know what I mean? I can't make him happy. You can make him happy. So do what you do. But nobody wants to share. No one. No matter how cold you are, no matter how contrived you are, it obviously still hurts her. That's why she's walking away. Or it seems like she's walking away. I feel like Mellie has been patient. And like I said, Olivia Pope, her job is to fix it, to get it done. And I feel like Mellie does the same thing in the White House on a different level. Every little hiccup with her and Fitz and Olivia and that triangle and dealing with Cyrus, and, you know, she has to deal with the kids too. We don't see that, you know, and I think that goes for a lot of wives. You know what I'm saying? We don't see what they have to go through. We don't see everything that we have to deal with. So it's easy to label her as a bitch. You know what I mean? It's easy to put the blame on Mellie, and just be like, Mellie is a bitch. Mellie is this. Mellie is that. But at the end of the day, how many of you could take all that she's taking without going to the press and be like, you know what? This motherfucker is a cheater. He's a liar. He's cheating with this woman. Da 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 da. How many of you can do that and just keep your cool and just be like, you know what? I'm the first lady. I don't like it, but I gotta deal with this. Because not only is his legacy on the line, my family's legacy is on the line. So you know what? I gotta bite my tongue and hold it down. And that's the case I'm making for Mellie. You gotta understand about old money. They don't play a lot of the games that normal people play. That's why the money stays in the family. That's why they're rich for generations and generations, because they adapt emotionally instead of react emotionally. And as you can see, Olivia and Fitz, their emotions are all over the place, and it affects their work. Even Fitz, who is the president of the United States, it's affecting his work. You know, with all that's at stake. The presidency is on the line. The fucking nation is on the line. And you see, you got fucking hostages. You got all kinds of shit. And you worried about a chick? You know? So, I understand this is Scandal, and it's all about Olivia and Fitz, and we love the story, and we love the storyline, and some of us are rooting for them. But are you really rooting for them? Like, all the way? Like, do you want them to run away together? Or do you just like the fact that they love each other and it's real, genuine love? But, you know, what about the consequences? You know, and I know we don't like to think about that stuff, but I'm not trying to ruin the fiction. I'm not trying to ruin the story for you. I just know that it's so easy to hate Mellie, and I find myself hating Mellie. But the show, the brilliant thing about Scandal is that it actually makes you think. And it actually makes you understand, like, especially with 752. You know, Huck is a murderer. You know, he decapitates people for a living. But at the end of the day, he was a family man, and he had a wife and kids, just as the people who he killed had a wife and kids. So who's really right or wrong here? It's all about getting it done and doing the job. And I think that's a huge point of the show, is everyone has a job to do, and the stakes are extremely high. So, you know, it's like in DC, in the area that they work in, with the jobs that they hold and the positions that they hold, you can't get emotional. But behind the scenes, everybody's emotional. Everybody's emotional. I'm waiting to see Harrison. On the low, I want to see Harrison and Olivia get it in one good time. I don't want them to have a relationship, but I just want to see Harrison and Olivia get it in one good time, just so they know, like, yeah, I put it on you that one time. I don't think that will ever happen, but if Scandal, if you guys are watching, if you guys could fit a Harrison and Olivia fling, oh my god, that shit would be awesome. But yeah, back to the case for Mellie. You know, like I said, she just knows how to handle her emotions, and she knows what's at stake, and she does her job. She plays her position. She plays her role as the first lady. And let's just be real that every woman has her breaking point, regardless of if you say, well, I don't, even if you have a husband who you say, well, I don't love him anymore. You don't want, just because you don't love him, you don't want to share someone, you know, you don't want to have to be intimate with someone and know that they're intimate with somebody else, and like know that and see that, you know, in your face, you know. So that's my case for Mellie. Let me know what you guys think. I'm tuned in. I'm a gladiator. I just love this show. I don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV at all, but I found this show, caught up on the whole first season on Netflix, got the rest of it on abc.com, and now I'm hooked, tuned in for life. Love this show. this is the case for Mellie. Let me know what you guys think. Am I right? Am I wrong? What? Let me know. Gladiator for life. Peace.